Yoongi and Jimin are married for 3 years. Yoongi is the CEO of main industry and Jimin is a homemaker. Yoongi is very possessive for Jimin. He is not allowed to go with anyone without his permission. No one even dares to look at Jimin. Jimin is a bit childish in nature. He likes doing pranks on his husband. Min Jimin only belongs to Min Yoongi. If anyone dares to look at his husband, then be ready to face the consequences. In Yoon Min's room, Jimin was whining in his husband's hold. Hubby, it's already 12 pm. We should get up. Baby, it's Sunday, let's sleep. He again held it tightly in his embrace and patted his head. Jimin whining. But hubby, you promised me you will take me for shopping today. Yoongi lazily. Babe, we will go tomorrow. Today we will spend a whole day on bed. Jimin with his angry power. You always do this, Yoongi. He pushed his hand away and got up from the bed. Baby, don't be angry now. Jimin in mind. Hubby, I also know how to wake you up. Yon, I will go with Kai Hyung for shopping, and you know he also bought me an ice cream. Young in his deep voice, you are not going anywhere. Jim was a little scared but did not want to lose from his hubby. You cannot stop me, Young. He actually turned around to get out, but hello Kai, if Jimin calls you, you will not pick his calls. Kai was confused, but why? He wants to go to shopping with you. Oh wow, then tell Jimin I will be there in a minute. Were you deaf when I said not to pick Jimin's call? But why? I enjoy going out with Jimin. We both enjoy a lot. Youngie a little jealous. Do you want me to appoint a new secretary? Oops, my bad. You know what? I will switch off my phone. I don't want any disturbance while I'm working. You know, right, how hardworking I am, he said dramatically. If you are done with your nonsense, then I will cut the call. Youngie smoked looking at Jimin, who was angrily pouting at him. You are so bad, Youngie. You even scared Kai Ayung. Now, with whom I will go out? Youngie being very possessive. Why do you even need anyone? I'm here, right? So you're coming with me? He asked, showing his puppy doe eyes. Come here, you little chick. I always fall in your trap. Jimin gave a quick peck on his lips and ran while giggling. In the living room, Yoongi was in the living room waiting for Jimin. Baby, where are you? It's already been 30 minutes. I would have taken a nap till now. Have some patience, Yoon. I'm coming, he said while happily jumping down the stairs. Yoongi's eyes turned dark when he saw what Jimin was wearing. Let's go, Yoon. Yoongi in his deep voice. You are not going anywhere. Jimin was confused. Why? What happened to you? He's showing his possessiveness. You think I will let you go outside wearing this? Oh, Yoon, this is fashion. You will not understand. Stop acting like a grandpa. Jimin while whining. Now let's go now. I have to do a lot of shopping. Yoongi, babe, if you are not changing, then we are not going anywhere. I don't want anyone to see my husband. Hubby, no one will dare to watch me when you are with me. Jimin, you are changing or want me to cancel the plans? Jimin went again going upstairs to change his clothes. After some time, he came down wearing a tank top and shorts. Can we go now? Who the hell goes with you when you buy clothes? Jimin proudly. Kai Hyung, you know his selection is so good. I'm never letting you both go again. That idiot is spoiling my baby. Yoongi took his hoodie and sweatpants and made Jimin wear it. Jimin whining. Yon, it's so hot outside. See, I'm already sweating. Yoongi kisses his forehead. Now you look so cute. Jimin shook his head in disbelief. Hush, what will I do with this possessive cat? Time skip in mall. Jimin very excited. Hubby, come fast. Don't act like a grandpa. Yoongi was very annoyed. This is why I don't take you for shopping. You always make me run behind you. Jimin came closer to Yoongi. You might get a huge surprise later, hubby. He whispered in his ear and ran towards H&M. Yoongi was dumbfounded. What does he mean? Baby, wait. It's been 1 hour. Both were still roaming in the mall, with Yoongi holding 20 to 25 bags in his hand. Baby, let's go. I'm tired. Yoon, let's go there. I want to buy some clothes. Jimin was trying on clothes and showing it to Yoongi, but a possessive cat did not like anything. Yoon, how is this one? I really love it. Can I buy it? Yoongi, Jimin, we are not buying that. Jimin pouts. But why? It's so pretty. I want it. Jimin, it's transparent and I can clearly see your stomach. You even rejected that jeans. What was wrong with that? I can clearly see your knees, so no buying. Jimin mumbles. Made a big mistake coming with you. A worker came. Hello, sir. Do you need any help? Jimin's eyes smiled. Yes, can you please pack all these clothes? Worker. Sure, sir. Just give me a minute. There were around 50 to 60 clothes. Didn't I tell you not to buy these clothes? No need to pack them. We are not buying it. Jimin showing his puppy eyes. Yon, hubby, I want it. I'm not going to fall for it, babe. Come, let's go from here. Jimin was whining, but I have nothing to wear. See, you have your hoodies. You can wear them. No, I want them, Yon. Yoongi raised his voice a little. Stop acting childish, Jimin. Don't you understand once? Do I have to repeat myself again? Jimin looked down, feeling really upset because his hubby scolded him in front of everyone. Jimin looked at him with teary eyes. Yoongi was feeling guilty now. Baby, I'm so sorry, it just slipped out. Before he could come and embrace him into a hug, Jimin pushed him away and ran out of the shop. Yoongi cursed himself for raising his voice on Jimin. Why I'm so stupid. He must be really upset. Yoongi ran behind Jimin trying to stop him. Yoongi was still finding Jimin. He called him so many times, but Jimin was not ready to answer his calls. Yoongi worried. Baby, where are you? You're scaring me now. Finally, after 20 minutes, he found him. He sighed in relief when he saw his little chick was in an ice cream shop eating ice cream with an angry pout on his face. Yoongi immediately walked towards him. Baby, I got so scared when I couldn't found you. Jimin was busy in eating his ice cream. He did not respond back to Yoongi. Yoongi kneels in front of Jimin. Baby, I'm so sorry. Please forgive your hubby. You know, right, how stupid idiot your hubby is. Please, baby, forgive me. Jimin, still angry. Don't talk to me, Yoon. You shouted on me in front of everyone. Yoongi held both of his ears and started saying sorry. All were looking at them weirdly. Yoon, stop. Everyone is looking at us. No, baby, I won't stop till you forgive me. Okay, fine. I forgive you. Now get up fast. Yoongi quickly got up and hugged Jimin tightly. I'm really sorry, baby. I will never raise my voice on you. Jimin smiled. Yoon, I cannot stay angry on you for a long time. Yoongi was smiling. I know, baby. Shall we go home now? Yoongi started to walk, but Jimin held his hand. What happened, baby? He started fidgeting with his little fingers. Yoongi sighed. You want that clothes? Jimin nodded cutely while looking down. Okay, I will tell Kai to get it for you. Are you happy now? Jimin happily jumped on Yoongi. Thank you, Yoon. Next day. Baby, what will you do there? You will get bored there. No, I won't get bored. All your employees are my friends. Yoongi was mumbling. That's why I'm not letting you come there. See, I also have Kai Hyung. I will get bored if I stay home. Please take me with you. No, baby, I have an important meeting today with Mrs. Sheen. I cannot take you there. You want to spend alone time with the Sheen auntie, right? Then just go to her. Baby, you should not call her like that. She is my old business partner. Jimin rolled his eyes. Respect my foot. She always flirts with you and you don't even tell her anything. I will also flirt with any guy who... Yoongi puts his hand on Jimin's waist and pinned him to the nearby wall. He attached his lips on Jimin's and kissed him aggressively. When Jimin tried to get away, he pinned his hands above his head and pressed his whole body on Jimin's. Jimin was still heavily breathing. Yoongi, in his deep voice, never say it again, baby. You know your punishment, right? Today you are lucky, bub, that I have an urgent meeting, or I would have shown you whom you belong to, he said while caressing Jimin's hair. You must be getting late, right? You should go now. Yes, baby, I will be going now. Take care of yourself. He kissed his forehead and was about to go, but Jimin pulled him closer and bit on his cheek. Jimin, while pouting, you also don't forget you belong to me, and this is the proof for that Sheen auntie, he said, and sassily left from there. Ouch, sometimes I think he is more jealous and possessive than me. Yoongi's office. When Yoongi enters the office, Kai was already waiting for him. Is the presentation ready? Yes, hi. I mean, Mr. Min, everything is ready. We are waiting for Mrs. Sheen. Kai, we are alone now. You can call me Hyung. And one more thing. Jimin is a little upset from me, so send some clothes which he ordered. Why do you always make my chin sad? Yoongi in his deep voice. He is mine. Don't call him yours. Kai rolled his eyes. Yeah, I know, possessive cat. Ain't you talking a lot these days? I shall tell Hobie to shut his husband's mouth. Just then Mrs. Shin entered his cabin. Hello, Yoongi. It's been a long since last time we met. You know, I was thinking about you. Yoongi greeted her in a very formal way, the way he treats his other clients. Kai mumbling, this auntie trying to flirt with my friend's husband again? How dare she? After an hour. They were done with the meeting, but Mrs. Shin not ready to go from there. She was making silly reasons to talk to Yoongi. Mrs. Sheen, your driver is waiting for you outside. Is it? I will tell him that I will be late. I have something important to discuss with Yoongi. She smiled and walked out from there. Hyung, why that auntie is not going? Send her away. Can't you see she is flirting with you? Shut up, Kai. She is our client. You should respect her. And she is not flirting with me. Kai rolled his eyes. Then you are blind. I should put you and Jimin away. After spending time with you, he also started acting like you. I'm going to your house to drop Jimin's clothes, and all the best. I'm going to tell him that his husband is flirting here. What? You come back. Kai left from there, leaving Yoongi alone with Mrs. Sheen. I should really keep them both away I cannot even go home now. Mrs. Shin is here, he signed. At Yeonmin's house. Jimina, your clothes are so nice. I think you also have learned to shop now. They're pretty, right? You know, Hayung did not let me buy it at first. That grandpa, what does he know about fashion? Jimin complaining. Hayung, I wanted to come to office today, but Hayung did not let me come there. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Jimin. You know that Sheen auntie? Again, she was flirting with Yoongi. Even after the meeting, she is still in Hayung's cabin, making some nonsense excuses. Jimin a little bit jealous. What? Now who is there to see them? Kai nervous. No one. Jimin more jealous. So they are alone in Yoon's cabin? Jimin tried calling Yoongi, but he was not picking his calls. Jimin angry. How dare you, Min Yoongi? He just cut my call. He never does that. Mr. Min, now you will also see how it feels when your husband is with someone else. Let's do a Hickey prank on Hayung, then see how he will come while running. Jimin pouting. But what if he punishes me? Kai encouraging him. Nothing is going to happen. Your Hayung is here now. Okay, so the plan is where we'll go out somewhere and you have to click a picture with the random guy out there. Then I will make a kiss on your neck. You know how jealous he will get? Jimin really shocked. Wow, Hayung, you are a genius. Now we will also see Min Yoongi, he thought while smirking. Kai, let's start a plan. We don't have much time. But Hayung, who will take pictures with me? Everyone knows I'm Yoon's husband. They don't even look at me in the eyes while speaking. Do you think they will click a picture with me? Don't worry, Chim. I will wear a mask and a cap. And you can post it on Instagram. Jimin being dramatic. What will I do without you, Hayung? Mrs. Sheen was trying really hard to get close to Yoongi, but a boy is so loyal that he won't even look at any other woman other than Jimin. Yoongi, you know we can do many more projects in the future if you want. She tried to touch his hand. Why not, Mrs. Sheen? From so many years I'm working with you, I'm really happy that you are a part of this important project. But you have to do something, Yoongi. Nothing comes without a cost. Yoongi a little confused. What do you mean, Mrs. Sheen? What cost? Mrs. Sheen held Yoongi's hand. Look, Yoongi, I like you from a very long time. How about spending a night with me? She asked seductively. Yoongi immediately pulled his hand away and looked at her with disgusted eyes. Yoongi in his deep voice, get out of my cabin right now. Mrs. Sheen, forget about the husband of yours. I can give you more I said get out, and I will make sure no company invests in your project. He roared angrily. Yoongi's cabin after 10 minutes. Yoongi was really angry because of Mrs. Sheen. He had thrown her out with the help of the bodyguard. After so much humiliation, she was still trying to get close to Yoongi. I should have listened to Jimin and Kai. They were right when they told me not to invest in a company. Because of that lady, I had to cut my baby's call. He must be really angry on me. He tried calling him again, but he was not answering his calls. Once I complete my work, I will give him a surprise. I will take my baby on a date. Where did that idiot go? I'm scared. When these two are together, they do something which always put them in trouble. Both might be complaining about me. He laughed, thinking about his brother and his husband. Yeonmin's house. Yeon has called me so many times, I think I should pick his calls now. No, don't. Let him also suffer a little. Hayung, I'm scared. What if Yoongi gets angry? It's just a prank, Jimina. I don't think he will be mad. And weren't you the one who always complained to me saying Hayung is always busy in his work and has no time for you? After this prank, I can assure you, he won't even leave you for a second. And if he gets angry, then you know how to calm your happy down. Jimin blushed. Hayung, wear that sexy night suit which I gifted you on Hayung's birthday. You think Hayung will get angry after seeing you in that? Jimin was really embarrassed. Hayung, stop. Oh, Hayung is calling me. I will take my leave, Jimin, or your hubby will eat me alive. In Yoongi's cabin. When Kai entered inside his cabin, he was stunned to see Yoongi shouting on some employees. Kai in mind. What happened to him? Why is he so angry? Jimin has not posted the pictures yet. Yoongi shouting. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want all the files on my table within an hour. Employee was really scared. Yes, sir. He bowed and left from there. Yoongi in his deep voice. Are you just going to stare at me? Kai snapped out of his thoughts and walked towards Yoongi. What happened, Hayung? Why are you so angry? Yoongi was really irritated. You know what that Shin did today? Explained everything to Kai. Kai was really shocked. What the hell? How dare he do that? Yoongi was really annoyed. Even after I threw him out of the company, she had the audacity to come back with a husband. She really pissed me off. Kai in mind. Oh god, Hayung is already very pissed. If Jimin continues with this prank, it won't end up well for him. I should inform Jimin. Yoongi in his deep voice. You are still zoning out? Are you going to help me or should I do everything alone? Kai became scared. No, Hyung, I will do it. Is Jimin still angry on me? I called him many times. He's still not picking my calls. He signed. Kai gulped. He might be busy, Hyung. Kai, I will be going home early today. I have to take Jimin on a date. You take care of that work. Kai shouted. What? No, you cannot go. What is wrong with... Just then a notification popped up on their phone. When Yoongi is about to take his phone, Kai snatched his phone from his hand. Yoongi was very angry. What the hell is wrong with you? Give my phone back. Kai became nervous. Hi Young, it's working time. You should focus on work. What rubbish are you talking about? Give my phone back. He snatched the phone from Kai's hand and opened Jimin's post. Kai was internally crying. Oh God, Jiminy, we are dead. Yoongi's eyes turned dark when he looked at the picture. Jimin was wearing a transparent black top with shorts and there were a guy standing really close to Jimin. And there was two hickeys on his neck. Yoongi looked at Kai with killer eyes. Yoongi in deep scary voice. Where is Jimin? Kai was very scared. I don't know, Hyung. Yoongi is in his deep voice. You were there with him. How come you don't know who he is? Hyung, that I... Yoongi tried calling Jimin but he cut his call again. He immediately got up from his chair. I'm going home, he said angrily and left from there. Kai tried calling Jimin but he was not picking his calls. Oh God, protect Jiminy from this angry cat. Yeonman's house. Yoongi angrily walked inside the house. Jimin got up to greet Yoongi, but he was harshly pinned to the nearby wall. Yoon. Yoongi's eyes turned red as he looked at Jimin. Out of nowhere, he aggressively bit Jimin's neck. Jimin tried pushing him away, but it was of no use. Yoongi's grip was much more tighter. He started leaving hickeys on his neck against attached lips on Jimin's. Jimin was looking at him with pleading eyes. Yoongi somehow calmed himself and backed away from Jimin. Yoongi wanted to shout on him, but his eyes landed on Jimin's neck, which had hickeys before, but now it was covered with some shade of lipstick. Yoongi was confused at first, but later he understood Jimin was playing some prank on him, but he was still curious about the guy in the picture. He left Jimin there and went a little far away from him to check the picture again. Yoongi gasped. He zoned in the picture. The idiot. That idiot. It must be Kai's idea to make me jealous. He then looked at Jimin, who was still near the wall, looking at him with scared eyes. Yoongi sighed in relief. Once he knew it was a prank. Yoongi mumbling, Baby, you did wrong by scaring me like this. Let me tease you a little. Yoongi with his fake anger. Jimin, I don't think you are happy with me. It's better to part ways. Jimin gasped. What are you talking, Yoongi? You are misunderstanding me. No, Jimin, I think you will be happy with this guy in the picture. Jimin started crying. No, you cannot. Leave me. Yoongi was not letting Jimin complete his sentence. He tried to hug Yoongi, but he pushed him away and walked towards his room. Yeonman's room. Yoongi came inside his room with Jimin running behind him. Jimin was hardly crying. Yoongi, listen to me, please. Yoongi with his fake anger. What do you want me to listen, huh? I will go to Hobie's house. I will stay there today. He started walking, but Jimin tightly hugged him from behind. No, Ha-young, you are not going. It was per Yoongi's deep voice. Prank, right? Jimin backed away from the hug and looked at Yoongi. You knew it? He asked, wiping his tears. Yes, baby. I saw lipstick marks on your neck. I knew you were pranking me. Jimin started crying and hitting Yoongi's chest. Yoon, you are so bad. Yoongi wiped his tears away and hugged him tightly. Now why are you crying? I don't like your tears, baby. Because you are angry on me. But why did you do this prank? You know right how possessive I am. Jimin was pouting. Because you were not picking my calls and you were alone with that auntie. Yoongi explained everything to Jimin, what Mrs. Shim did, and how he threw her out of the office. Jimin was really shocked. You would have called me, Ayung. I would have pulled her hair out of her head. How dare she came close to you? You know, because of your stupid prank, my surprise to take you on a date was ruined. Don't you deserve a punishment for making me jealous and ruining my plans? He said while smirking. Jimin slowly removed Yoongi's hand from his waist and started walking backwards. Jimin was very nervous. Hubby, why don't you fresh up and come down? I will heat up food for you. He tried running from there, but Yoongi was quick enough to hold his hand. Yoongi in his deep voice. Where are you going, baby boy? You cannot escape from me today without taking your punishment. Jimin was stuttering. Yoon, no punishment, please. Trying to act cute. Yoongi put his hand on Jimin's waist and pulled him closer and whispered in his ear. Today, this is not going to work, baby boy. He slowly started kissing his ear, his cheeks, and lastly his lips. Jimin unknowingly released her breathing moan. Yoongi was kissing and biting every corner of Jimin. Yoongi pulled away, looked at Jimin, who was a mess by now. Yoongi in his deep voice, "Baby, it's your punishment. You are not supposed to feel pleasure. Yoon, please." See the comment section below. Next morning, it was 11 in the morning. Both were laying naked under the sheets. Jimin was the first one to wake up. He groaned in pain when he felt something inside of him. He removed the vibrator while cursing at Yoongi. When I tried to move, my whole body was itching in pain. Yoongi's arms were protectively wrapped around my waist. I tried very hard to get away from his hold, but I was already drained because of last night. Yoongi, wake up. I need to freshen up. He ignored my words, pulling me closer and buried his head into my neck. Baby, please, I'm hungry. Yoongi's raspy voice. Okay, love, let's freshen up first. I tried to get up with my wobbly legs, but again fell on the bed. Stop wasting your energy, babe. You won't be able to walk for at least weeks. I have done a good job. Shut up, Yoongi. Come and pick me up. Yoongi carried Jimin to the washroom. Once they were done taking a shower, Yoongi made him wear his loose top and shorts. Jimin was now in front of mirror doing his makeup. Looking in the mirror, he sighed. His whole neck was covered with hickeys. There were no place on his body which was left unmarked. Jimin was glaring at Yoongi. Babe, it's not my fault. Every part of you belongs to me. I wonder how much makeup I need to cover this up. Time skip after 1 hour living room. Yoongi has taken leave from his office for 2 weeks as there is no one to take care of Jimin. He has asked Kai to get all the files so he can work from home. Jimin smiles. I am very happy that I can spend more time with you. Jimin tried to get up but again fell on the couch. Jimin hissed in pain and a tear escaped from his eyes. Yoongi rushed towards him. Yoongi became very worried. Baby, why are you moving? I told you right not to move from here. Just tell me. I will get it for you. Jimin was controlling his anger. I want to smack you for doing this. Yoongi immediately moved back. But baby, Then there was a knock on the door. There was Kai, who was nervous looking at Yoongi. Yoongi glared at him and took the files from his hand. Kai slowly peeked inside to see Jimin. He slowly came inside and sat beside Jimin. He did not even dare to talk to Yoongi. Jimin was pouting. Ayang, see, because of your plan, what this Dracula has done to me. Oh, my little baby, I'm so sorry. He hugged him. Yoongi was right there to separate both of them. Yoongi in his deep voice, don't touch him. Kai gulped and immediately put his hand away. Jimna, I'm so sorry. I will make it up to you. Let's go for lunch. Jimin was pouting. I cannot walk, Hayung. What? What have you done to my baby? Yoongi possessively. I walked closer to him. He is not your baby and put your hands away from my guy. Jimin again tried getting up to stop Yoongi but again fell back on the couch. Kai laughed looking at Jimin. Jimin, should I order a wheelchair for you? I don't think you will be able to walk for at least 2 weeks. He laughs. Jimin was embarrassed. He hid his face in the crop of Yoongi's neck. Jimin was whining. You won't see Kai Hyungi teasing me. Yoongi was glaring at him. Do you want me to tell Hobie about this plan? I'm sure he won't let you touch him for weeks. What? No, I should take my leave. I have a lot of work to do in office. Bye, Jimina. He kissed his forehead and ran away before Yoongi could chase him. Yoongi, stop. Don't be childish. Yoongi wiped where Kai just kissed and gave a peck on his forehead. Aish, I got such a possessive man. Yoongi slowly pulled him on his lap. Ouch, you are an asshole for putting me in this pain, but I still love you. He gave a quick peck on his lips. Yoongi smiled. Do you have a choice? Jimin shook his head while giggling. The end.